Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Afifah and my student number is 2413042003. In this video, I want to explain about what is morpheme. So, let's check it out. Morpheme is the smallest unit of language that carries meaning. There are building blocks of words and are fundamental to understand word structure or meaning. The next material is type of morpheme. Type of morpheme divided into several forms. First is free morpheme. Free morpheme is a verb that can stand alone and have meaning. For example, walk, cat, and happy. The second is bound morpheme. Bound morpheme is a verb that cannot stand alone and must be added by other words. For example, an, ing, and s. The third is root morpheme. Root morpheme is the root of the word. For example, shorten. The root is short. The fourth is affix. Affix is divided into two forms. The first is suffix and the second is prefix. Prefix and affix is additional word. For example, unhappy and happiness. Fifth is inflectional morpheme. Inflectional morpheme is a process to change grammatical function of word without changing the meaning. For example, s in the cats to indicate plural. Ad in the walk to indicate past tense, and er in the bigger to indicate comparison. And the last is derivational morpheme. Derivational morpheme is a process to change the meaning or grammatical category of word. For example, happy into unhappy. It changed the meaning from happy to not happy. Why it's called derivational morphemes? Because before the word or the root word, there are additional word un, so the meaning is changed. The next material is formation process of morpheme. The word formation process in morpheme are divided into several processes, which are as follows. The first is compounding. Compounding is the process of two different words to produce a new word with meaning. For example, there are words sun and flower. When it compounding, it can produce a new word, sunflower. The second is reduplication. Reduplication is a process to repeat part of a word to produce another word form. There are two types of reduplication. The first is full reduplication. Full reduplication is repeat the whole word. For example, buy. When we want to reduplication the word buy, it can produce word bye-bye. The second is partial reduplication. Partial reduplication is repeat part of the word. For example, ma becomes mama. Third process is affix. Like I mentioned before, affix is divided into two forms. Is a suffix and prefix. Both are additional words. For example, unhappy and happiness. The fourth is conversion or zero derivation. Do you know what is the difference between zero derivation and derivation? So, the difference is zero derivation, which is changing the word class without adding affix. The resulting word class is different. For example, book as a noun and book as a verb. Book as a verb, for example, is booking. there are two words, but when you attaching a affix in the which one of the word, it can be produce a different word and the different meaning. The fifth is blending. Blending is a process to merging part of words or more to create a new word. Or you can say, blending is the process to shorten a word. For example, word brunch. Brunch is a word derived from the words breakfast and lunch. The sixth is acronymy. The sixth is acronymy and initialism. Acronymy is a process to pronunciation of word that is read as a word. For example, NASA. And for initialism is to pronunciation of a word that is spelled out. For example, FBI. The seventh is suppletion. Suppletion is an irregular word change process. For example, went and go. Both of word means go, but the resulting word forms are different because of their use in the tense. Go is used for present and when is used for past. The last is clipping. Clipping is a shortness of word to be shorter but still has meaning. And the last is, for example, telephone into phone. So that's all the explanation of morpheme. Thank you for watching and hopefully you can understand and we can learn together about morpheme. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.